Tonight, our own Jennifer Forsman gives us more information on a WSU alumni receiving the highest military honor.
And a new business finds its way to Pullman's College Hill.
And Seattle's King finally gains his U.S. citizenship. Murrow News 8 starts now. Good evening, I'm Mackenzie Foster.
And I'm Taylor Swanson. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
On October 1st, President Donald Trump will award WSU alumni Ronald Scherer with the Medal of Honor. Murrow News 8 reporter Jennifer Forsman joins us from Veteran Way on campus to explain why he will receive this award. Jennifer?
Thanks, Mackenzie. The Medal of Honor remains the highest award for valor in action against an enemy force a member serving in the armed services can receive. Only 3,500 members of the military have received this award. 2001 Carson College of Business graduate Ronald Scherer will receive the next. Scherer joined the Army in 2002. He then served the Combined Joint Special Operations Task Force in Afghanistan from November 2007 until May 2008. On April 6, 2008, Scherer and his team engaged in enemy fire, resulting in the enemy pinning them down. Scherer braved enemy fire to treat several injured soldiers, using his own body to shield his wounded comrades until he could load them into an evacuation helicopter. He then rejoined the fight. He was honorably discharged in 2009 and then began his career with the Secret Service. Scherer now serves the Secret Service's Combat Assault Team in the Special Operations Division. Scherer will become the second Secret Service member to receive this award. We thank Scherer for his service and congratulate him on the achievement. From Veterans Way, I'm Jennifer Forsman, Murrow News 8.
It's time to celebrate Latinx Heritage Month, and our very own Guillermo Mota brings us closer to the different cultures and events on campus.
Became the center of attention last Thursday as the Latinx Heritage Month began. The plaza filled up with at least 200 students from all backgrounds and cultures as they all enjoyed the live music, free food, and more. The hopes of this month is to bring cultural awareness to everyone across Pullman.
To create an atmosphere where we welcome Latinos, and not only Latinos, but other people from different cultures to come and learn and to understand our needs and their needs.
Unity is the main focus for Latinx students at WSU. Events like the Latinx Heritage Month kickoff bring a sense of bonding within all attendees.
They know that they're not alone in this community and there's other people like them, as well as all the opportunities, because we are here tabling a bunch of different organizations. So I just hope that with them coming here, they kind of find their home or kind of just discover that there's more opportunities besides than what they see.
Latin Heritage Month at WSU kicked in September 15th and it lasts to October 15th. Countries like Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, and Costa Rica celebrate their Independence Day on September 15th. I make sure to get my jersey on, so make sure you celebrate culture with us at WSU. People can also appreciate the Latinx cultures at the Cultural Center located in the 4th floor of the Compton Union Building. There, people can appreciate the diversity within WSU through its paintings, languages, crafts, and most importantly, the people. Latin Heritage Month pays tribute to the generations of Hispanic Americans who positively influence and enrich our nation and society. From the Washington State University campus, I'm Guillermo Mota, Murrow News 8.
The Washington State University Student Entertainment Board faces backlash after attempting to warn against cultural appropriation during homecoming week. SEB released a statement advising students to avoid referencing the University of Utah mascot, the Ute, during homecoming week. The SEB does not support cultural appropriation of any kind and would like to steer clear of the way Utah's mascot represents Native Americans, while the University of Utah claims to have permission for using the Utes as their mascot. Many people from the Ute tribe continue to dispute this. After release of this statement, SEB received numerous comments on Twitter mentioning the positive relationship between the Northern Ute Indian tribe and the university. The previous statement was our attempt to prevent disrespect of the Ute tribe, as homecoming week typically involves trash talk to our opponent's school and mascot. WSU SEB did not intend to disregard the memorandum of understanding between the Ute tribe and the University of Utah and recognizes the University of Utah's contribution to the tribe.
A former University of Montana football player accused of assaulting a WSU student athlete has resolved his local criminal case. 22-year-old Justin Strong entered a no-contest guilty plea to misdemeanor fourth-degree assault in Whitman County Superior Court Friday. Pullman police arrested Strong for starting an altercation at a house party on College Hill and striking a WSU track and field thrower, Matt Mayring.
WSU's Student Recreation Center and Chinook Center have received backlash recently after enforcing their new dress code. Students expressed concern about their dress code seemingly to target women's clothing specifically and, in particular, the need dress in setting intended for exercise. The director of both facilities have since responded to complaints claiming dress codes are intended for sanitary purposes. Clothing is meant to act as a barrier in these facilities from disease transmission through equipment. When we come back, find out how Pullman has made a welcome sign inclusive for all visitors.
And how new businesses hope to help economic development in Pullman when Murrow News 8 continues.
Oh.
Homework?
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
People coming into Pullman will feel welcome no matter what language they speak. After the city installed a new sign, the Pullman entrance on Davis Way says welcome in 60 different languages from Spanish to French. Each language was selected from the 60 most common languages spoken in Pullman, as said by the teachers of the Pullman elementary level all the way through college. The sign started when WSU architectural students approached Pullman Mayor Glenn Johnson back in 2012 about a way to help improve the city. Speaking of new businesses and growth in Pullman, this week Murrow News 8 reporter Bradley Warren took a look at the growing Pullman business scene. And if you have a sweet tooth, you'll like this one.
A new cookie company is calling Pullman home and taking a bite out of our local economy. Insomnia Cookie opened its doors last Wednesday, but the cookies they're serving up until 3 a.m. isn't what's sweet about this new location. This is the Philadelphia-based chain's first location to open in Washington State.
Oh, really? Yeah, and then she comes out of...
With Pullman being one of the fastest growing communities in eastern Washington, more companies like Insomnia Cookie may soon be making their way here. The city of Pullman is currently contracted with a company in Alabama to bring new business to Pullman, but the city council is looking to cut ties with that organization and hire someone locally.
You know, let's have this position added to our city staff. And their whole job would be focused on business and economic development.
With potential for growth on the horizon and a new cookie location in town, people in Pullman seem to be pretty excited. For now, Pullman is enjoying its cookies and milk with a side of a bright future.
Next, find out what the weather looks like for the homecoming game this weekend.
Guillermo Mota brings you this week's forecast when Murrow News 8 returns. Here we go.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Dad's home.
Yeah. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Fall started Saturday, but that won't stop our weather. Guillermo Mota from giving us the latest updates. How should we prepare for the weather?
Hi, thank you, Mackenzie. Well, I'm going to tell you today that the temperatures are decreasing, but that won't stop us from having fun at the police, right? Today, we have a current temperature of 60 degrees, and then today's high temperature was 68 with an average of 59. And then we also have some winds coming from the north, around 4 miles per hour, and a 28% humidity. And also, our dew point was 28%. Now we look at the state map, we got Spokane. So we're getting ready for the Spokane weather, so we can go to Scarywood and all that. So we got it at 72, the high 72 today with the low of 45. And then Pullman tonight will be 41 degrees. So that's kind of low. So if you sleep with your window open, you might want to close it. And then now we have the morning temperature for tomorrow here in Pullman, 69 degrees with an afternoon weather of 74 and an evening of 58. So it's decreasing a little bit, but we still got the fall weather going on. And now we can take a look at the five weather forecast. We got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all in the mid 70s. And then we got Sunday and Monday at 67 and 69 respectively. So get ready, get your coats on, and Taylor, back to you.
When we come back, find out the good news with Seattle Mariners pitcher Felix Hernandez received yesterday. Just did anything ad-libbing.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course.
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks. School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org because great things happen when we live united.
Mariners pitcher Felix Hernandez has earned many accolades over his career, and he can now add a U.S. citizen to that list. On Monday in Tukwila Courthouse, Hernandez passed his citizenship interview and swore into citizenship later that afternoon. His wife, Sandra, obtained her citizenship a month ago. Their two kids have lived in the U.S. their entire lives, making Felix the last of the family to obtain citizenship. Felix has played his 16-year career with the Mariners, with possibly his biggest accolade coming in 2012 when he pitched a perfect game in Safeco Field.
Honestly, I've gone to 2 Mariners games like ever in my life, so I wish I could appreciate this story a little bit more.
You know, I know about the hot dogs. The hot dogs are great, Taylor. You should taste them.
Have you tried those crickets before?
I have not.
Okay. Thank you for watching tonight. Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great evening, and don't forget to follow up Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.